Hello, hello. And we're live. Let's see. Got 2 people tuned in so far. It's kind of a slow week this week. Yeah, what's up, Jamie? Thanks. I figure gotta look professional over here. Hope that didn't just mess something up. I hit the wrong button. All right. Tough week this week. Well, how was your weekend, Jamie? AJ Brown's not doing me any favors in fantasy. He needs to hurry up and step it up. Like, what was it, 1 point last week and then 7.7, I think, this week. Let's see. I think most of my team did fairly well. I still got 2 players tomorrow. I had the Ravens defense. They gave me 13. I had the Cowboys kicker who gave me 20. Shaheed gave me 15. Waddle gave me almost 18. Warren, tight end for the Colts, gave me almost 12. AJ Brown, 7.7. James Conner, 12.2. Not too bad. Mahomes gave me 22. So I feel like, AJ Brown is the one dragging my team down. He should be scoring at least 15. And the Chiefs didn't score enough points. To bring the Eagles' defensive score down. Then again, the person I'm playing has Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase went off for almost 37 points. So, and then he had Javonte Williams too for the Cowboys that put up 25 points as a running back. And then the Yankees out here, disappointing today. Down 4 runs. I mean, they can make up some ground, though, at the end of the season here. They got 7 games against the Orioles, 3 against the White Sox, and 3 against the Twins. Like, they realistically could come away with a couple of sweeps in the last 4 series. What's up, Chatty P? But that, if I combined the 2 teams you wanted, it would have made that spot too strong. Probably only wait to 8:45 for Crusade to fill. And then if Prizm doesn't get any traction, we'll probably just skip it and jump to Finest. I know Prizm was kind of a late ad for me. I found them today, so I just scooped them up and added it in there. Oh, Judge hits another homer. What does that bring him up to? That should be 48 home runs now. First in average, 4th in home runs, 9th in RBIs, and 1st in OPS. I think that's MVP season right there. I definitely agree with that. Like the more and more expensive it gets for the same exact product year after year, you're going to lose average collectors. It's only going to be your hardcore collectors left. Yeah, I went to Target today, and in the toy section at my store they had a whole bunch of Series 2 blasters. And then when I went to the card section in the front of the store, Chrome blasters and megas just sitting there. Definitely. And then the secondary market and your secondary retailers like Steel City and Dave and Adams and stuff like that. When Topps does pre-order for $300 and release day for $320, and then they've got it listed for 500, a $200 markup. It's terrible. Yeah, the Skeens and then the three Jacksons looking for their debut patches is a nightmare. Like if you didn't pre-order mega boxes or any format for that matter, it was like double and triple the price. Like I guarantee you go on the secondary market right now still, and 24 up Chrome update is still double retail price. What was it this year? I can't remember what release it was, but I jumped on Topps website at 11:59, hit refresh as soon as it hit noon, and put something in my cart. And by the time I went to check out, it just errored out on me. Browns, the Chiefs, the Dolphins. Dolphins, man. Tua goes out there and looks absolutely trash the first couple drives, and then he goes out for most of the rest of the game and looks great. And on the last couple drives, looks trash again. What's up, Boo? Thanks for jumping in on the Crusade megas. Let me put out a quick last call on them because I'm ready to get started. Let me see. It's really, really sparse. I do not want to take 19 spots. I really want like anytime I post a break to, break what I say I'm going to break every Sunday. But $19 spots is a lot of spots, and I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up with all the hits. Prizm looks like it's just going to have to sit there for a little bit. And hopefully, I should have my hobbies by Wednesday. So I'll have a Prizm hobby for next Sunday. I completely understand. I would love to break that too. All right, let's see. Boo, since you're in this heavy, if you want to give me a number 1 through 9, that'll be a box. Chatty P, 1 through 8 after Boo picks, and then I guess Jamie will be 1 through 7 after Chatty P picks. Not sure if Boo heard me because he was posting in the group chat. What am I doing here? Boo, are you watching? Maybe he's not here anymore. All right, well, Chatty P then, 1 through 9. Oh, Boo. Okay, there we go. Boo goes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, then Chatty P, 1 through 8. Six again. And then Jamie, 1 through 7. One. All right. Now it's not my fault. You picked the boxes. We do not blindly follow the group. Oh man, all these packs are all mixed up. There we go. I think. What is this? I don't even know what this is, but I'm pretty sure it came out of one of the boxes. It's kind of gross. All right. I'm ready to sleeve up about 500 inserts or whatever it is. All right, good luck, everybody. Pull up my teams. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult since it's not in alphabetical order. But here we go. Man, I hate these packs. Can't they make a little seam to tear on if they're going to be this difficult to open? Oh man, I still can't read it. All right. Who we got here? Pedro Martinez. Pedro Martinez for the Red Sox. Taboo. Noble Meyer for the Marlins. SunState. Hagen Smith for the White Sox. Harper. That's base. All right. I hate these packs so much. Why? Why do they do this? But then I go to the other side and it tears easy. Vance Honeycutt. Yes, Vance Honeycutt for the Orioles to Paul. Jacob Mizorowski, I can't pronounce his name. The Miz, who has Brewers, SunState. Jace Young to the Tigers, SunState. Jordan Lawler on the Crusade cracked ice. D-backs is Boo. Base. Let's just try from the bottom. The bottom seems to be easier most of the time. All right. Base. Base. JD Dix to Boo. Seaver. Tom Seaver on the numbers is for the Mets, which is Paul. And a couple base. I guess since the base isn't that nice to look at, I guess it's good that they put a lot of inserts in here. All right, Carson Bench to the Mets, which is Paul. Austin Wells for the Yankees on the Certified Stars to Boo. Vance Honeycutt on the Crusade cracked ice to Paul. And our base. What's up, Scotty P? Gotta be completely honest with you, Boo. I have no idea what the chase is. Where's the boxes? They do have the ultra rare nightcap inserts, so that's the chase out of the megas. And there are some superstar autos and some legend autos in here. Cooper Pratt, I believe Milwaukee is SunState. Oh, and I just revealed an Xavier Isaac again. I think this is literally the same auto we pulled last break. And the Rays is to SunState. And I ended up randoming it off at the end. All right. Luke Cashel, Baltimore, I believe. No, Minnesota. Why does his helmet look like Baltimore? Twins is to Coop. All right, well. Is this numbered? Because it's a parallel of some sort, it looks like. But it doesn't look to be numbered. Same exact auto. Hey, at least we didn't get Panini'd. Right? Where's all my stands? Did I put them away? I don't remember putting them away. I'm blind. They're basically right in front of me. Oh, something numbered. So let's go to the Call to Arms. Bazana for the Guardians. SunState. Ben Hess base. Chris Cortez for the Angels. Just SunState. And what team? Minnesota. So somebody does. Coop has the Twins. Jim Cat. To 199. All right, this box actually turning out pretty good. We got the auto and we got a numbered card. Probably the best box I've seen open of this stuff. Granted, I haven't seen much, but yeah, I guess I shouldn't complain since the auto is in the box. Michael Young for the Rangers. Then we got a nice Mariano Rivera behind it. Where'd the Rangers go? Rangers is to Coop. Mariano Rivera on the numbers to Boo. James Triantos on the Crusade to the Cubbies. Chatty P. Pedro Martinez on the Crusade cracked ice to Boo. All right, last pack of our first box. Couple base. Monty Irving to the Giants. Where do I have the Giants? That's SunState. Seguano to the Orioles, which is Paul. Cracked ice, Dylan Cruz. That's actually pretty nice for the Nats. Nationals and Cardinals. Burilla. There we go. Let's get that one. You know, it may not be numbered, but it's Dylan Cruz. It's got the rookie shield. It'll go up. All right. Nice stack there. Set this stack off to the side of base. Leave that there. On to box number 2. All right, now they're all ripping open easy. Urangelo Sigente for the Mariners. Chatty P. Travis Bazana again on the Call to Arms. SunState. Tink Hence on the Cracked Ice Crusade to Boo. And a couple of base. MySpace breaks. Oh, goodness. There we go. What's up, Sloth? Welcome in on your first adventure. All right. We got here Aiden Miller. I think I know who that's going to. Harper. Oh, that looks like something red, maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Colt Emerson to Chatty P on the certified prospects. Couple base. Oh, yeah, this has got to be red of some sort. Oh, is that who I think it is? Nice. James Wood, red to 299. That's actually pretty sweet. Doesn't have the rookie shield, though. But it's Panini, so I guess it doesn't mean as much. The shield, at least. Since it's not licensed. But that's going to Boo, right? Yep, Boo's got the Nationals. Malcolm Moore on the silver. The Rangers. Where are the Rangers? The Coop. Call to Arms. Miz, SunState. And a couple of base. Let's see here. Oh, Lord, I missed a lot. K Pasta. Poor Cola, same insert. Yeah. Well, it's the boxes that were picked too, since I didn't pick the boxes. Seaver King on the silver to Boo. Zaire Hope for the Dodgers to Boo on the Crusade. Cam Smith, Crusade cracked ice to the Astros to Boo. I'll do the same thing I did with the Dylan Cruz. Sleeve and a top loader. Guess it makes me feel better if I put more cards in top loaders. Sammy Sosa for the Cubbies. Chatty P. Oh, no. Butterfingers. Luke Cashill again on the certified prospects. I believe that's Coop. No, yes, that is Coop. Yes. Malcolm Moore to the Rangers, which is also Coop on the Crusade. Kyle Teal on the Cracked Ice Crusade to Harper. See Colt Keith on the silver. SunState. Another auto. Miguel Bleece on the auto to the Red Sox. Burilla. There we go. Somebody other than me. All right. You guys did pick very good boxes. I must say. We have not gotten Panini'd yet. 2 autos, 2 numbered cards. Things are working out. Let's go. All right. Rivera. I believe that's Taboo again because we've already seen this card. And then a couple base. There we go. Got to rip it from the bottom, I guess. All right, Jim Cat. Our silver, PJ Morlando on the silver for the Marlins, which is SunState. Austin Wells again, certified stars to Purilla. Jace Laviolette on the Crusade, which is to the NIL spot, which is Paul. And the last pack of box number 2. Hey, look, I think this is the first Pirates card I've seen. All break. See Bryce Rayner for the Tigers, SunState. Noble Meyer, certified prospects, SunState. Charlie Condon on the Crusade for the Rockies. Where are they at? That's Chatty P. Carson Williams on the cracked ice is SunState. And finish it off with base. All right. So 2 stacks. Let's move that one down. Put that there. And start on box number 3. Do we go 3 for 3 for autos? Wow. I thought the packs were getting easier to open. Just gotta force it, I guess. But then you gotta be gentle to not mess up the corner. Man, how I dislike Panini packs. There we go. Okay. All right. Johnny Bench to the Reds, Chatty P. Albert Pujols on the numbers to Barilla. Cole Young on the cracked ice, Chatty P. And then our base. Oh, it was a base. Base Connor Griffin. Oh my goodness. I guess not every pack is a winner. I guess you get to the last box. And then you got to start gently using the knife. All right. Kendall George, I believe. Yep, Kendall George for the Dodgers. To Boo. Owen Cassie on the certified prospects. Is that right? Well, the name is still impossible to read on the back for the Cubs. It's Chatty P. Colt Emerson on the Crusade, but that looks like it is 30 of 49 for Chatty P. I felt that one was different. But now I'm going to have to go back and check the rest of them. All right. Got space for one more right here. There we go. And some base. I guess I have to stay out of this conversation. All right. Our silver. Franklin Arias. That looks like it might be something special right there. Franklin Arias, Red Sox's Boo, right? If I remember correctly. Short-term memory loss. Jace Young, Certified Stars. That's Tigers, which is SunState. Let's see, is this something special, or am I just... Oh, I mean, I guess it is something special. I mean, it's a base, but it's Connor Griffin on the Crusade. So, Griffin count 2. Well, yeah, okay, but I thought we were talking baseball. Yeah, the Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 25 years. And it looks like it's going to be 26 by the end of this season. But at least all my other favorite teams have won a championship this millennia. At least I can say that. All right. Braylon Payne. Yep, Braylon Payne at SunState. Dylan Cruz on the Certified Stars to Boo. $2009. I'm sure you want to forget that one. But it still did happen. George Lombard Jr. I haven't seen his name in a while, at least on a card. That's Taboo. Vance Honeycutt again. To Paul. Bobby Witt Jr. There we go. That's why. That's Taboo. Ken Griffey Jr. on the cracked dice. I think this is something Chatty P came for. Yes, Loth. Who did the Yankee? I think the person who would know that best checked out. You know, just for you, Chatty P. I know this is what you came for. I mean, obviously, if it was an auto, I don't know if he has autos, but Obviously, if it wasn't auto, that would have been better. I should say I forgot if he has autos because I looked at the checklist to make this whole pairing. Man, I've got Butterfingers tonight, and these packs do not want to open. Yeah, like I don't even try to sell anything on eBay anymore. And we got Panini. Blake Burke. 150 Panini points to be randomized. And you know what? We'll randomize the Xavier Isaac auto off again. All right, Jim Edmonds for the California Angels. To SunState. Colby Mayo on the base. 2 packs to go. Sebastian Walcott to Coop, right? If I remember correctly. Rangers Twins, Coop, yep. Seaver King to Boo. Jack Leiter on the Crusade to Coop. Cam Caminetti on the cracked ice. Where'd the Braves go? Braves. That's the Boo. And last pack. Oh, look at that. Aaron Judge base. Charlie Condon on the silver. To Chatty P. Ethan Salas on the Crusade. To Sloth. Look at that. I called your name. Christian Campbell on the cracked ice. To Boo. And we finish it off with a Nick York base. All right. All this base over here. I have to start sleeving all these in a second. But we've got a matter of an auto that we're going to randomize at 150 points. Let me get to random.org. The Dingers. Yeah, I don't think that's practical. Not to do it every single year, but I definitely think that every single year they should do the Subway Series on the 10th, 11th, and 12th every year. All right, you still here, Boo? We're gonna randomize the Xavier auto and the 150 points. So it's not like they can do it because they've done it before. They've done it plenty of times where like a game was rained out earlier in the season and they'd play the first game. But then, like, it's all the equipment, right? It's basically like if they played the first game at Citi Field, the Mets would have to pack up all of their equipment and drive it across town to Yankee Stadium. Boo, pick a number, any number. We're going to do this randomization. And also, as far as the Yankees-Mets thing, mind you, I'm probably not the expert on it. I've been to New York one time while conscious. 9 rolls. All right. Let's switch to browser. Here we go. 1 through 16 for the number of spots in the break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 7 to 8, 14. So let's see. So I go over here. 7 is Coop, who probably isn't here. 2 is Harper. So I guess that means I send the auto to Coop, and Jamie, you get the points again. Yeah, I think anyone would take the auto over having to pay, like you said, $12 for shipping on the same auto with their 150 Panini points. I need to get myself some little sticky notes, but I'll just, where'd my Sharpie go? There it is. I'll just put it in a team bag with his name on it. All right. Time to start sleeving. All of these amazing cards. I mean, I guess it's good that it's not just 1,000 base cards, and if you're lucky, you get an insert. What, you really think I mean, the Phillies have been looking good. So, I mean, there is a chance. And it's sometimes it's the guy you least expect that ends up winning World Series MVP, so it might be Bohm. If the Phillies were to win. Key word there is if, though. I think if the Yankees were to make it to the World Series this year and lose, I would be like extremely bummed, because then I'd be thinking to myself, what if Cole didn't injure himself and be out for the year? How much better would the team have been as a whole? I just hope he's taken this time off that he's had, and he's learned how to cover first base. I think that's extremely important. Oh, then Skeens would have been Cy Young easy. He'd have been the AL Cy Young without a doubt. Even though he only played less than half the season in the AL, he probably would have won the Cy Young. I mean, the man has a sub-2, at least last I checked, a sub-2 ERA. It's just he's 10-9 because the Pirates can't score runs. Yeah. But then I also think about it, and I was like, how many games have the Yankees lost because of their starting pitcher? And I actually think the bullpen has lost more games for the Yankees this year. Specifically, the 3 different closers that the Yankees have lost more games for the Yankees this year than the starters have. And Lombard got hot at the end of the year in, I think, Somerset. I think like the last 2 weeks of the season, he was batting like close to 350. I mean, realistically, Sloth, Oh yeah, I mean, Will Warren is absolutely fantastic. Um, I don't even, did he even make it out of the first inning? I'm not saying all Yankees pitchers, starters at least. Wow, they actually let him go past the first inning. And I guess, he did shut them down for 4 more innings, but I mean, to give up 6 runs in the first inning is just comical. Comical. But you know what I think that shows there? That's just awful managing, right? Like, you're in the middle of the playoff race. I would say, from the Yankees' perspective, it is guaranteed they're going to get one of the wild cards. But you still technically have a chance at the division. So your starting pitcher lets up 6 runs in the first inning, and you just say, whatever, I'm just going to keep him in there. Now, I mean, luckily it didn't backfire, but okay, I don't necessarily hate Moon. I just think he doesn't always make the greatest decisions. And you know what? Tonight it worked. But could you imagine if it was... Now, I get it. It's not a high-stakes game. And in a high-stakes game, Boone would probably make a different decision. But if it was a little more higher stakes than it is, and he lets him go out there and he gives up another 6 runs in the second before you pull him... Yeah, I mean, that is true. Maybe he saw something. Maybe it really wasn't bad pitching. It was just... Granted, I haven't seen it. Maybe the pitches were placed perfectly, and the Red Sox just, were able to get the bat on the ball. I don't know. But he didn't. I don't know. See, this is why I'm a corrections officer and a card breaker on YouTube and not a baseball manager, is because I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I do know, though, that Garrett Cole should have covered first base last year in Game 5 of the World Series. That I do know. No one's going to deny that one. And if they do, they don't know fundamental baseball. Let's see. So Trout. So just a base rare, not numbered. So literally all I have to do is pull like a common sky blue to 350 and we win, right? because, I know it sounds crazy, but Yankees had a huge game in Game 4, and then they were just absolutely dominating to that point in Game 5. It looked like they had it all figured out. I'm not saying they would have won the entire series, but I think it could have gone to 7 if they didn't choke in the 5th inning. Oh, it was to 120. Oh, my goodness. So now you're asking a lot. A rare parallel. What color was that? Is that blue? Is blue to 125 in a rare? I mean, basically, at this point, I have to hit a green or something. Purple. Purple's to 125. So what's purple in uncommon? 175 maybe? Because I know it's 250 in common. All right. After using about 80 sleeves on all the inserts and unnumbered parallels, let's check the rest of these breaks. Lord, that took an hour. Okay. Prizm is not breaking tonight. We will reschedule that for next Sunday. And we still have 15 spots left. That is a lot of spots. All right. But we'll do a 5-minute warning on it. We'll rip it tonight. All right, let's see. We'll be back. Yeah. Oh, Lord. I don't even want to check the score. Oh, I mean, no, it's strike three. All right, well, whatever. All right, let's. Oh, I see Packers jumping in. Let's see what we got. Boo. Scotty P, boo, boo, boo. Scotty P, boo, boo. Chatty P. Dalen, Jesse, King, Scotty P. Harper, boo, Scotty P, Scotty P, Scotty P. I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I see Scotty P. You here? You get to pick the box on this one, 1 through 3. 1, 2, or 3. If you're here. How many people I still got? 7. 7 people watching. Thanks, Packer. Thank you. I figured it was time to start looking professional. All right. I don't know if Scotty P is here. Let me take the rest of the spots since the 5 minutes is up. And we're full. Set break to live. Start break. Okay, good. All right. So number 3. All right. Here is box number 3 for Finest. Just update the ticker. So everyone can see who's got what. Hit the refresh button. And good to go. That is crazy, because I've set it to be low latency, but I'm running on a real cheap computer on Wi-Fi, so I know it's my fault. I would be doing this on my like $2,500 gaming computer, but a month after I bought it, the graphics card went out. And it just doesn't work. All right. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. All right. Starting out with our base, we have a rare Mookie to the Dodgers, which I believe is Dalen. Yep, it's Dalen. Justin Henry Malloy on the checkerboard rookie to King. We got our hit back here. Brooks Lee rookie on the Creators, which is to SunState. Hae-Sung Kim rookie debut to Dalen. Brent Rooker on the uncommon to Scotty P. And our hit, upside down, is an Oriole. Boo has the Orioles. Kobe Mayo on the blue checkerboard. 61 of 99. It's a good first hit. That's a good way to start. All right, pack number 2. Actually, I think the computers at my jail would probably be better. They would probably be better to be using. All right, so it looks like we got a sky blue and a magenta. So one of these is probably an auto since they're back to back. Yeah, the sky blue is an auto. Christian Campbell on the arrivals. Taboo. Finest Timelines, Ripken Jr. to Boo. Jace Young, uncommon to King. That's definitely an auto. Pete Crow Armstrong on the magenta, common. Cubbies is also Boo. I also have to take the time to go up in my attic and just run Ethernet cables from where my router is to my break room here. All right. Oh. It's a Brave. Scotty P has the Braves. Oh, oh. Oh, I thought it was somebody else. Spencer Strider, 2/99 to Scotty P. At first, I thought it was going to be somebody else. I thought it was going to be like a Maddox. Not that Strider is a bad hit at all. I wish I could get it to focus. There we go. All right. Yeah, I definitely love when the players sign with a signature. That's something green with a signature that actually looks like a signature. Ketel Marte on the checkerboard. 2, Scotty P. Is that 2 green cards in 1 pack? Oh my goodness. So that's probably the other auto then. All right. We got, why am I drawing a blank? Okay, well, it's just numbered card after number card. Joe Carter on the Finest Timelines. I think I've got the Blue Jays. I do. All right, Jackson Jobe on the Arrivals. Looks sky blue. 4/150 for this absolute monster of a pack. Junior Caminero on the Uncommon. Scotty P. And the Jackson Jobe was the king. Yeah, I think Strider is injured. I could be wrong, though. Okay, I think this is the other auto. So we'll go here. This is a loaded pack. To the Mets. That should be king, right? Or did I end up with the Mets? No, I ended up with the Mets. Francisco Alvarez. 58/75 to SunState. And this is our other auto. It is a Brewer. Jesse has the Brewers. It is Carlos Rodriguez. Rookie. 2/75. Going to Jesse. All right, is there any chance we get another redemption like we did last box? Though, two parallel autos. 2 parallel autos that didn't go to me. It makes me happy. Come on. Come on, Francisco Alvarez. All right, I guess that sleeve doesn't want to cooperate. So 3 numbered cards in 1 pack. All right. And we still got 3 packs to go. All right. Luis Robert on the checkerboard. 2 SunState. Another numbered card. Trey Sweeney on the arrivals to King. Ketel Marte on the common refractor to Scotty P. Well, it's not numbered, but Mike Trout uncommon to Chatty P. And our numbered card is a twin. I have the Twins. Brooks Lee on the common sky blue to 325. No James Wood auto. It's not Breaker Toolbox After Dark yet, Sloth. All right. We've got Corbin Carroll on the uncommon checkerboard to Scotty P. My mouse die. I cannot go. All right. Francisco Lindor on the checkerboard to SunState. Dylan Cruz on the arrivals to Harper. And Francisco Lindor, 2 Francisco Lindors in 1 pack. Francisco Lindor on the refractor to SunState. Seiya Suzuki on the uncommon. Nope, my mouse is back. Cubbies is Boo. Our numbered card is a Brave, which is Scotty P. Austin Riley on the blue to 200. Over here. All right, last pack. Last pack of the night. Scotty P is the new Danique. He is the new Danique. Mike Trout base. So there's 2 Trouts. I mean, it might not equate to the one you purchased on eBay. Aaron Judge rare. That's nice. That is to King. Skeens count. Creator Skeens to Boo. Thomas Sagazy on the debut to SunState. Adley on the uncommon to Boo. And our last hit of the evening is a Red Sox to Boo. Christian Campbell on the uncommon magenta to 300. We'll just set that here since I'm out of stands. Now it's time to start sleeving. I'd like to pull a Kurtz auto too. That would be nice. How far was that? Where was it, I guess, should be my first question. Was it Colorado? Is that why it hasn't landed yet? 493. That's insane. That is wild. Yeah. just have a comment war. Yeah, there we go. Just ramble on. I think that helps me out too. The more comments, the better. For my algorithm visibility. Is anybody willing to do the Prizm Mega tonight? I mean, I'm willing if everyone else is. If not, we'll just save it for next week. I know it's late. And everybody's got to get to work in the morning. I mean, me especially, but... Chatty P with the update hanger. Who was the chase in 2019? Okay. Yeah. All right. There's all of those. A lot of good hits. Yeah. Are you ever the maid of honor, Sloth? Yeah, I'm not YouTube famous enough to get super chats and stickers and stuff. My 27 faithful subscribers, who 2 of which are other channels of mine. My wife. All right, see you, Jamie. See you, Paul. I don't know why. I've been wearing a pair of headphones the entire break, and I had no music or anything playing. So, Sloth, I've been working on something, and I'll give you a sneak peek at it, since the first person I thought of when I started doing this was you. Here we go. Little shout outs that pop up on screen. And I think you need to have 1,000 subscribers for that. So I'm a little bit far from that. I just got to make some more for more people and refine it a little bit so it looks more fun, I guess. All right, well, I guess that's it for the night. Ouch. I'm sure I'll push it eventually. I'm sure there will be something that I get to push that button for eventually. But next week, I've still got 2 finest hobbies left. All right, Sloth. See ya, Scotty P. I still have 2 finest hobbies left. I still have 3 Chrome Megas. I don't know what the heck I'm going to be doing with that. 6 more Crusade Megas, and I'm going to have Prizm hobbies as well as the Prizm Megas. So, might have a full slate for next week, especially since I'm off the following Monday. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, thank you guys for coming and hanging out and watching. See you next week on Sunday night.